Hello, everyone. This is Chris Colfer here doing my first ever web chat. I'm pretending that I'm Anderson Cooper. So consider this CC360 Land of Stories edition. So let's start with a question. I'm glad you all have decided to join me today. Question number 1 from Sarah. Chris, what was your favorite quote from the book? My favorite quote from the book is something that Alex says in I believe it's the 4th chapter when they discover that the book is magic for the first time. Because she's a really, really smart girl and she knows a lot of facts about a lot of things. So she says, with all my knowledge about evidence and technology, I've come to the conclusion that this book is indeed magic. And I love that quote. Actually, that's not the exact quote. Let me find the exact quote. I wanna get this right because it's a good quote. Enjoy this music while you wait. Here it is. Page 71. My most educated analysis with all means of science and technology in mind is that it's magic. That's my favorite quote from the book. So I guess we'll take another question. Right. You've stated that Alex and Connor are two parts of your personality. While writing, did they ever react to a situation in a way... What do I do? Click more. I'm going to click more so I can read the rest of this question. All right. I'll read the question again. You stated that Alex and Connor are two parts of your personality. While writing, did they ever react to a situation in a way that you didn't anticipate? If so, did this make you question anything about yourself as a person? That is a deep question, Spring Gaines. Wow. Who are you, Barbara Walters? Good Lord. No, not really. I kind of always knew. What was going to go on, and they always reacted in versions of how I would react to something. So if I saw a massive troll jump out in front of me on a bridge, I probably would have been excited to see him like Alex and terrified like Connor at the same time. So nothing didn't really surprise me very much. No. Next question from Christy Colfer. Oh, we must be related. What made you choose twins for this novel? Well, I am a Gemini, and Alex and Connor represent me. So they represent two sides of me. Connor's my sarcastic, doesn't give a crap side, and Alex is my goody two-shoes, overachieving, smarter than her own good side. I guess we'll do another question now. Here's a video question. Hi, Samantha. Good, how are you? I can't hear you. One second. How do I turn up this volume? Turn up? Oh, can you...
This instead. Is this good? All right. My question for you is, you've written Struck by Lightning last year, and then you wrote the book, I presume, this year. And I was wondering, what style of writing are you considering doing next?
Well, I love... doing both of those. So I have never really thought of doing anything else but those styles, whether novel writing and screenwriting. So I hope I am fortunate enough just to keep doing those. But I'd love to write a play. I'd love to write a play.
Yeah, those are pretty fun.
Cool. And then there's me again. All right, so I guess we'll go for another video question. Cool. This is Emma McDonald. MacDonald. Sorry.
It's okay.
What's your question, Emma?
I was wondering, based on your tweet to Diana, did you actually base any of your characters on the Glee cast?
No, I did not. No. All these characters are completely just imaginary friends from my childhood, but none of them are based on my Glee stars in the first one. Yeah, thanks, Emma. All right, I guess we'll go to another question because that's what we do here at CC360. We go to another questions. Right. All right. Oh, question. But baby needs glasses. Okay. Is there going to be a Land of Story sequel? Are you writing other books? Yes, there's going to be a Land of Story sequel. I am writing that right now as we speak. Well, not right now. I'm talking to you right now, but soon. Yes, it'll come out. There'll be a 2. Next question. Oh, this one's from a girl named Chelsea. Unless you're a boy, I'm sorry. Was that grandma in the book inspired by your own grandmother? My grandmother, my dad's mom passed away when I was very young, and I think she was very subconsciously inspired by her, because little things that I mentioned in the book, like her always having like the bag that she carried. My late grandmother always had a bag that she carried. So she's more based on, I would say, my deceased grandmother than the one that I am. How do I say this? The one that's alive today. Thank you. Next question. Oh, we're going to have a video now. Okay.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Hi.
How are you?
Good. What advice can you give to young, aspiring authors?
Ooh, I think that would just be to, as you're writing, just get it all out on the page. Don't worry about it being perfect the first time you spit something out on the page. Make sure you just get all your ideas and stuff out of your head, because it's not doing much good just to sit in your head. Get it out on a page, and then develop it from there. I think that'd be my best advice. Yeah, and then exercise and eat well. That's always good. That's always just basic, generic, good advice. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Cool. This is fun. I see why Anderson Cooper gets a kick out of this. Okay. So I guess we're gonna go to the next question now. If you could have any celebrity read the book, who would it be and why? Oh wow. I don't know. It's a really good question. Whoopi Goldberg told me she read it yesterday when I was on The View, and I had an accident right then and there. I was so shocked, and she said that she loved it. So that was so sweet of her. But I don't know. I think I'd be afraid to have a celebrity that I really respected and admire read it, because I don't know. I would hate for them to not like it and read it. So any open-minded celebrity that is going to like it, that's who I want to read it. Can I get that? Next question. Chris, I'm from Brazil, and I can't say that. Next part. Does anyone know how to pronounce that? Rio de Janeiro. Rio. Oh, it's a place. It's a place. I thought it was like a phrase. I'm so sorry. Okay. And I wanted to say that I love you so much. My question: is there a fairy tale character? More. Oh, sorry. 1 second. I'm a PC person. 1 second. Okay. Well, my question: is there a fairy tale character that you regret not being in the book? Not really, because most of the characters that I left out of this one are just going to make their appearances in the second book. One person that I left out was Mother Goose, who is one of my favorite characters in the Land of Stories world, because I love feisty old women, and that's what she's going to be. But she'll be the next one, and also the villain of the next book was originally in the first one, but I saved her for the second book. So no, but I plan on keep adding characters as I go along with the series. So hopefully there won't be a single fairy tale character I do not cover. All right, next question from Dawn. What was the most significant change you made from your original ideas 12 years ago to the final draft? I don't think there was really too many drastic changes. At one point, I did have the twins' grandmother pass away as well. The book started with them having lost their grandmother and their father, but I thought that was way too much sadness, and it didn't make sense for the future of the story. So that was a change. At one point, I've said this a bunch, that Goldilocks had ninja swords, which was just a stupid idea. I mean, what 8-year-old thinks that? I mean, come on. So I definitely changed that. But for the most part, it's all been the same. Yep, all been the same. Let's see. Let's go to the next question. doing a video? Or are we doing or no, text question. Cool. What was your favorite fairy tale as a kid, and what was your favorite overall book growing up? Well, favorite book growing up was absolutely hands down Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter with every fiber in my being. J.K. Rowling is my religion. I really feel like those books gave our generation and generations after a childhood and taught us how to believe in magic again. So I'll always be thankful for those books. And my favorite fairy tale, I think, is a tie between Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, because I think those fairy tales really were everything that fairy tales are supposed to be. You know, with the curses and the evil villains and the dwarfs and the fairies. I mean, who doesn't love Snow White and Sleeping Beauty? If you don't love them, you don't have a heart. I'm kidding. You do have a heart. It's just not very large. Okay. All right. Who is your favorite character in the book? Ooh. I don't know. I would probably say I love Froggy. I love Red Riding Hood. And I love Goldilocks. I'm naming all the characters. I really don't have a favorite. I feel like they're all kind of my children in a strange way. But I do love me Mother Goose. I do love me some Mother Goose. So I'm excited to write about her for the next one. Next question? Oh, we're going to go through a video now.
Oh, sorry, I was scared. I wanted to ask if you're afraid that the quality of your work will decline because you're doing so much stuff. Now, not to say that you're like not smart and stuff, but like, are you afraid of that happening?
Very good question. No, I'm not afraid of that happening, because simply I've never thought of that, to be quite honest. So I certainly hope not. But I hope I can be kind of like, you know, like Ryan Seacrest or Natalie Portman circa 2011 and be doing tons of different things, and they all be great. But I'm definitely not worried about the quality, because I'm very passionate in everything I do, and I wouldn't be doing something if I wasn't paying as much attention to it as possible. And even though certain things were really hard to find the time to write, I certainly didn't rush anything. I made sure that I gave each project the proper time. But I also like the fact that I'm doing many different things, but they're all in different areas, different venues. So hopefully I can have an audience that goes between those, and an audience that maybe you know, that sticks with one.
Okay, cool.
So thanks for that.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, next, the text question. And this girl's name is Wendy Christmas, and I doubt that's her real last name. If you could choose any existing song to be a theme song for the book, what would it be and why? I would have to say the song, I believe, who sings it? I love the song. I've loved it since the day it came out, obsessively. What's it called? Somewhere Only We Know. I knew the title, but it's, I think who sings it? Someone leave a comment on the blog. Who sings that? Is it Kane, something? Darren covered it in the show. I think it's Keen. I have a live recording, and Keen thinks it's Keen. So Keen is who does it. But I think that the lyrics of that song are great. It's about going to a place that only belongs to you know, people, or certain people, and I think that fits. Besides all that love crap, because there's some love in it, but you know, it's brother and sister in the book. I don't want any of that to be involved. So, oh, here comes the video.
Recommend you have questions for you, okay?
Okay, what is it? Or what are they?
First, you want to write this book, and if there any chance to you to come to Brazil to promote this.
Where are you at again? I'm sorry.
The first one is, what made you want to write this book?
Oh, thanks. It was just a promise I made to myself when I was a little boy. I love fairy tales, and I wanted them to continue. So I wanted to write a book where they continued and they didn't have to end. So that's what made me want to write it. And what was the second question?
If there is any chance to you to come to Brazil to promote your book.
Brazil, is that what you said?
Yeah.
We'll see. I would love to do a world tour of Land of Stories. That'd be awesome. It'd be great to see the world for the Land of Stories. It'd be great if it was an arena show. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I'd write all the set pieces. Be awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Cool. All right, let's do the next question. Keep looking at myself like something's gonna happen, but I'm hosting this thing, so I gotta keep doing hosting. Okay, so all right, from Cindy, what was the most difficult part / character to write? Ooh, probably the Evil Queen, because as much as I loved writing for the Evil Queen, she was an adult woman. She was she's I imagine her like in her 40s, probably late 40s in the book. So it was hard for little 20-year-old me to write for a 40-year-old woman. So I just tried to put myself in her position and time period really also, because I tried making the fairy tale world seem like it took place it had like a past vibe. So that was difficult, being a 40-year-old woman from a few centuries ago. That was quite a mental trip. But I like trips like that, so that was fun. All right, next question. If you could make a Land Stories video game, what would it be like? Ooh, I would love to make a Land Stories video game. I would make it so you were either both Connor and Alex, or you got to pick to be either Connor or Alex, or maybe one level you were Connor and the next level you were Alex, and each level would be a new kingdom, and you had to go and find the next wishing spell item. I think it'd be a great video game. So if anyone knows anyone, send them my way. Next question. What was your favorite part of the writing process? Every time I would finish a chapter, I would have this complete rush of fulfillment, and that was great. That was awesome to experience. And then, of course, holding the book in my hands for the first time, that was great. It was like holding my baby. Let's see, next question. My eyes look really blue in this. I picked a good shirt. Make my eyes pop out. That's good. Yeah. Next question from Catherine. What was the feeling of seeing so many fans waiting for you yesterday with your book? It was crazy. It was crazy. I was sure I thought there was a fire somewhere. I didn't think that line was for me. That was crazy. And then driving up and seeing all the police cars, thinking someone had gotten hold of my record, and they're waiting for me. But no, it was really great. And I've experienced that before with my Glee castmates, but I've never experienced that with just little me, people wanting to come see me and get my book. So that was great. So if you guys are coming, thank you so much. Next question. Oh, here comes the video.
Hi.
Hi, where are you calling from?
Hi. Italy.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yes. I'm seeing your film in 3 days. I'm really excited.
Oh, awesome. I hope you like it.
I will, certainly. And I also wanted to say that you're the reason I'm pursuing writing, so really thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm kind of freaking out right now, so I'm gonna ask you my questions, okay? And what's the character you had the most fun writing?
The character I had most fun writing for was probably
Yes.
Red Riding Hood. She was fun. Yeah, she was a good one. Yeah, and she was very selfish, and she was a queen. She's a queen now in the book. Excuse me. And so I hope that you guys like reading her stuff as much as I like writing it, because she's a mess. This spoiled brat that was given a kingdom, so naturally she was fun to write for. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you. That's so sweet. I like her. Oh, here's someone else. Hi, RJ.
Hey, I wanted to ask, when you're writing characters, do you come up with their personalities and backstories beforehand, or is it more of a process throughout?
Ooh, it just depends on the story that I happen to be writing. And sometimes I'll squeeze in a backstory here and there for a good joke later. Or sometimes I'll say this person did this thing just to move the story along. But it all just kind of comes to me. Like each project kind of hits my head in a way to where I kind of know everyone's business before I start.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you going from?
Scotland.
Scotland. Wow. Okay, the girl from Italy wins so far.
Yeah.
But I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you live anywhere near the Loch Ness Lake or Lake Loch Ness or Loch Ness? What? Say it again.
Edinburgh. So not really, sadly.
Why are you talking to me? J.K. Rowling lives in your neighborhood. Go see her.
That's the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know where else.
If I could jump to this computer, we'd go on a little road trip. Ring the doorbell. Thank you, honey. Here comes the next. Hi, Len.
Hi, Chris. I was just wondering, which was your favorite voice to record in the audiobook and why?
Ooh, I think I liked Alex and Connor the best because they're the easiest, and the narration too. Because all the other characters I tried doing an accent, a classic accent, and not a British accent because I don't want people in the UK to get mad at me if I butchered it. But I tried doing many different things with my voice besides Alex and Connor. They're pretty natural, so I like recording their voices.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Oh, here comes a text. All right, next question. Will you be writing more books and any chance to come to North Carolina? Yes, I will be writing the sequel to Land of Stories, and I will always have a new book and a new story to tell as long as you guys want to hear them. So I'll always have some cooped up. And North Carolina, I've never been, but I'm always open to try new things. So absolutely, I totally come to North Carolina. Next question. Here comes a text. Okay. At any point, did you get writer's block and need help or inspiration? I never had writer's block in the sense that I did not know where the story was going. I only had writer's block in the sense of not knowing how to describe it. And I would get very frustrated sometimes because I would want to describe something this way and not be able to use the same adjectives in the next sentence. So just finding the words to describe what was in my head was the difficult part. But I always knew where the story was going. And that's also a good lesson for anyone else that's writing as well to make sure everything is mapped out so you're not at the computer being like, where's this gonna go? Make sure you know where it is. Oh, hi Lee, or is it Leah?
Leah. Hi, Chris. My question, I'm good. My question is, if you could only describe your book in one word, what would you choose?
I would say adventurous, but I could not say adventurous. I would say magical. And if I had more than one word, I would say something you will like.
Good words.
But no, absolutely, I'd say adventurous first, and magical second, and well, hopefully fantastic. I don't know. You guys tell me.
Awesome. Oh, thank you. I love you.
Thank you. All right.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you? You are Berkeley and Sydney?
Yeah. Berkeley,
Awesome.
Sydney. Yes. Okay, so when you were writing this book, did you expect it to be on shelves ever, like when you first started writing it?
Yes, absolutely, yes. I wanted it to come out for sure. But I am a very anal writer, so I make sure that I always when I'm writing something, if it's not exactly what I want, I'd rather put it on my shelf at home rather than a shelf in a bookstore doing something like that. But absolutely, yeah, that was always.
Cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Love the orange walls. Okay. Cool. All right.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Okay, I have a question, and it's if you had to identify with any fairy tale character, which one is it? And also, before you answer, I just wanted to say, my mom wore your shirt for her first chemo, and she drew a lot of courage from it. So thank you.
Oh, well, I hope your mom is
Mom, do you want to
doing
come
well.
say hi? Okay.
Mom,
But yeah,
come
she says thank you.
say hi, Mom.
Mom, just come say hi. Okay, well, can you shout it?
Hi.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks.
Hi. I hope you're doing well. What was the question?
Oh, if you identify
yes,
with...
it's
Yeah.
which fairy tale character? Well, I love to sleep, so I'm partial to Sleeping Beauty. I'm not too keen about that, so I don't really identify with Snow White, although we are both see-through, we're so white.
Okay.
Cinderella.
Oh, I love Cinderella.
Oh, good. We're on the same page. Awesome. Yeah, I say Cinderella because we come from periods of hardship and have gone on to better things. I think my Cinderella in the book has some interesting points to talk about that whole subject.
Cool.
Yeah. And there's the ugly duckling, but I'm still waiting for the swan thing to show up, so we'll see. Boy, all right. Next question. Is it video or is it state-of-the-art technology? Yeah? Oprah would not settle for this. You would all be fired if she's waiting for anybody. Here comes a video. Okay. Here's Kelly.
Oh my god! Okay. Hi! I'm Kelly, and this is my friend Marissa.
Hi.
And we were at the book signing yesterday, and we absolutely love you. And we have a quick question for you.
Our question is, since you're so busy, obviously, was it hard to find time to sit down and actually, make a good amount of progress on the book, or did you find that you could type fairly easily?
I'm a fast typer and a fast thinker, but I'm not a fast, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to choosing words and picking where the story's going. So it took a lot of time, but I think the hardest part of the whole process was just finding the time to write something. And it's insane how whenever I sit down at my computer, I'm sure anyone else who writes will know this, it's kind of like a wormhole. Like you start something and suddenly you look up and you're like, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night and I've been writing for oh wow, 6 days. I should probably call my family, let them know I'm alive. Yeah.
We absolutely love you. The book is so great so far. We're huge fans.
Thanks for answering our question.
We love you.
Of course. See you guys. Oh, here comes another.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, so my question was, is it easy for you to come up with names for the characters that you're writing? Obviously not the fairy tale characters, but the other ones.
I heard about every